Up on Instagram if you want to win some parlays. Had some people tell this and win yesterday. Okay, tap in Instagram Ojomadi5 one-time fee. Get your hits. No more words. No more promises. Just watch the word effect. Hit the like button. This meta has destroyed 2K. I keep saying it. I'm even getting people that come back and realizing like some things I probably was right on. Sometimes it could be the delivery that throws people off. But life is like that. It's so random that people have to learn more so it be into that more open-mindedness where you're not bothered. You're more so trying to see where the person's coming from. You don't get bothered by their point of view. You more so see where they're coming from, and then you reason with that a little bit. But I don't know. I never really get bothered by people's point of views unless you try to control somebody. It's unless you forcefully trying to control somebody, you know. And this is another key thing that I'm going to talk about. That is going to be a key change. We're not going to see this in future 2Ks, which makes me realize like, damn, we could have something like this, but it could be balanced out. And you know how they always do stuff. They make all these colors and purple, red, but certain things don't even mean what it means. Y'all get what I mean? I'm trying to lessen up the words for y'all so y'all can get what I'm saying. And the game becomes a meta. This is a PG build. 6-4 PG. Everybody's making these type of builds because of the legend type of badge selection you can obtain. In all the 2Ks that people said were fun and they enjoyed, and even though everybody complained every single 2K, I'm a realist like that. I'm not bothered by 2K the same way everyone is. That's what makes me, that's why I feel like I'm unique. It's the same way you go back and watch that video. It's with Anthony Edwards in the thumbnail. I'm talking about the 2K RNG shooting. I see a lot of people come, nah, yo, learn how to use the left stick, learn how to do this, because I'm talking about 2K's problems. How no, the dribbling can be way more better. I have like if I could have like any like a AI tech person or just people behind me like that can create like a motion image, like trust me, bro, I'm telling y'all, like no, they can do so much better. What I'm trying to relay to y'all, communicate to make y'all understand is that they're making their game based to combat the sweaties. It's not even like they're making their game with freedom to where they have the freedom. That's how they made 17 in all these games. Remember, Steezo, the dribble sweaties. This is why I say I learned to adapt and try to be that person that can adapt to other mind states, even if it's a mind state that's not my regular average day. It's just so you can have more awareness, more wisdom, more understanding to maneuver. So that's why I learned the sweaty side and understood that side, so I can be able to teach and be able to teach both sides come together, right? When you look at the patches, the nerfs, it's combating everything with the sweaties. And remember, they're making a game yearly, so they don't have time to reframe their whole system. The way how I understand, they don't have time to reframe their own system, because we still deal with some of the same glitches or bugs that we've been dealing with 2K for years. So we're still on some type of same model. It's like if you're going to a certain school building, it's the same school building. They could change up the structure of where your classroom is. In this classroom, you go to this classroom this year, or they got a new TV screens set up, or they got some metal detectors now, some new shit. You see what I'm saying? But it's still the same school. It's still the same building. Certain things still gonna be the same. If a person skipped to because there was a camera right there on that side of the, certain little things. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. The same concept with 2K. We still dealing with these bugs, and they're a billion-dollar company, smart techie dudes. Honestly, they can't be that smart and techie, or it'll be clean, unless they're doing it on purpose to annoy us, and that would be some weird type of evil mastermind weird shit that I would not understand why they would do that. So obviously we have to go with the more reasonable logic that they just can't get certain things right because they're trying to combat the sweaties. Even though, yes, it was glitches in all 2Ks, I feel like it's going to be a glitch in every game. Look at this badge setup. This is a lockdown, a shooter, a strong person. They have strong handles on gold, so the build has enough strength. It has physical finisher, meaning they can bump you and get that little bump, lay up the ball. Glove, we know how OP that is. It's super OP. This is meta, regardless of it. People try to say, oh no, this is meta because guess what? Look, on ball menace, that's basically a lockdown badge. It never used to be like that. It used to be you could have all the legend shooting badges, but when it came to lock badges, no, you only have the highest you could have on a guard was silver, unless you was like a playmaker slasher, and then they gave you gold because your shooting was lower. It was balance. It was clear balance back then. That's what I'm trying to say. People was like monkey see monkey do, simple balance, but it was simple enough to where it's like, what's so simple that people like to do to enjoy, like ping pong? You know, it's that simple. Yeah, certain things people can start doing tricks, but the back and forth or who it's simple things to where people can still enjoy it and understand how it functions. And now it's more of a high-end meta. You have to make this build, or if you want to stay away from 2K's RNG this year, run with the 99-3 ball. It's like, yo, 90s and higher, like 95 and up. If you want to just feel more consistency without feeling like, oh, on animation base. And I'm not just talking about regular catch and shoots, because some people are just going to talk about wide open catch and shoots. I'm talking about people who want to shoot tougher shots, like, oh, dribble to the side, a little peek, he's coming late, close out, boom, you still shoot it though, because you know your build has that strength to it. Now people are a little hesitant. So to avoid that hesitant on a mental level, they make the build, they maximize it to, okay, we got to make this type of build, get everything legend, can make this build meta. Y'all see this? This is crazy. I don't care. Like, bro, glove and on ball menace is crazy. People wonder why, oh man, this guard is stopping my big. What the, yo, look what badges he has. Yes, I understand some is like the, no, look what badges he has. He's going to get some type of animation. It's just coding in the game. You guys got to start looking at it that way instead of thinking the devs are perfect fiends and they created the perfect basketball game.
Before we go,
this is like a casual YouTuber who makes videos. Yes, he plays. Yes, he could probably have some skill, whatever the case is. But this is not like a main comp guy you guys see. This is like a regular guy who's making build videos seasonally, right? Brother Jones. I'm gonna point it out. Like, look at this. Look at his build. I really be standing on being unique. Like, it's gonna bless me one day. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's just I had it the right. It's the right time, and so I'm about to be so consistent. And within this time frame and this whole month, it's coming. Look at his build. What did I tell y'all? The standard shit. I can have my eyes closed. Anybody making a new build right now, he gonna have some dunk in his build. He's gonna have some shooting in his build, be able to shoot. Could have, like, the ball handler gonna be there, but it's gonna be there at a balanced level to where they could do the animations that they need to create the space to use the dunk. Yeah. Of course, because that's what you got to use when you can't. The RNG shooting is too much, so go take a dunk. You know, you take over me to go up, then you take a shot. Ooh, you feeling good now. You playing within 2K system. Cool. Now everything a little smoother. And then, of course, you got to have a little bit of steal. You got to have that steal in the build. It's going to be high. The rebound, there's going to be some boarding in there. It's going to be certain stats, like, but they're going to make sure to have that high steal there, because that's the key thing. That still is gonna be there, and then they're gonna be able to have strength on the build too. And should they be penalized for this, or is it the devs' fault for not really finding that balance, realizing sweats love the high steal attribute in the game, and just commonly casual players love the ability to do that. Everybody loves the ability to blitz in 2K. Blitzing wasn't even really a thing in 17. Yo, you had to get the animation. You had to just get in front of the player and get the animation. It was different. Damn, I look at all the stats. I really get a good glimpse. I clicked on it because I said this is a new build. He just dropped the video a day ago. So let me click on this build, and I'm telling you, I guarantee they be making the builds have Russell Westbrook face, this person's face, but you could tell the build don't. Look at the driving layup stats. Low. 93 driving dunk. That's basically a pair slasher's driving dunk ability. 74 mid range. Doesn't really care about that because he's going to use the take system to boost his stats. He's going to be utilizing that. He can dunk, and people can still shoot with that too. That's nothing. When you had, and that's when you're playing good too, and that takeover meter going up, your stats is up. You're spraying. Ball handling, like I said, speed with ball, crazy. Interior defense is there, 85. Perimeter defense, what did I say? 91 steal. 82 strength. The build gets a movable enforcer. They have to have a game to where, back then, I'm gonna make this perfect example. In 17, 19, I could think of a 20, even to 22 to extent. Yeah. Builds like PGs and certain guard builds were limited to up to like silver defensive badges. And there were people who you could raise your perimeter so you'll get extra better, grip on the quarter, bump animations. And there were people who were just better stick skill wise at sliding and predicting, because that's a natural thing we have to do on 2K. That 2K can't control that really necessarily. That's why players still struggle with defense now, because players just have to understand the prediction. It's just that's like somebody being better. Like, for example, give y'all the best, like I give the best gems on, like I give the best gems. I'm about to just keep pumping them out. There are people who are great at Guitar Hero. I am not good at guitar, especially when it's getting to the high levels, and it's just something like my body registering to that pattern. Like over time, yes, I can learn if I sit there and want to do it, but it's like that's not something naturally I see my body wants to functionally and do. But some people are good at doing that. You understand? It's the same thing when it comes to 2K defensive. Like some people are better at knowing the dribble combos the person is doing and what combo he may have next, sliding his analog this way, bringing it back, going around the screen this way. It's like you driving. I always say that. It's like you kind of like it's like you kind of navigating your player in a certain way. And some people are just better at doing that, knowing when to let go of the L2, get the bump here. So those are just natural things, like, but people look at the build. It used to be where guards, there was levels to it where a guard was better at perimeter defense than others. And because they had that natural balance, and there was no excuse. Like you could really play defense with the silver clamps back in the days. You really could. Especially if you build your build a certain way, you added interior, you added some block. There were certain things you could play out, chasing them down to the rim. So now it's just like, yo, everybody goes for plucks. My careers, high steal. You dribbling the ball, they come behind you, just take it real. Like you hear that sound, that's that sound effect. Y'all know that sound effect you hear if you got some headphones on. Like, come on, bro. Then y'all make dunking so easy. Everybody just, man. Never used to be like this. It used to be more balanced. I get the superstar thing, but it's like it's not balanced with the steal, and I can see it coming, y'all. I see the balance coming. I see them going back to more of an archetype base. This is like whatever they're doing now is not working. It's clear as day. It's not working. It's not a natural way of playing. It's more so everybody is playing like this. This is the format. Dunk, high three-pointer, the high ball handling, high steal. You always gonna see the steal higher than the perimeter with most players. Always. And then the strength, so you can have a movable enforcer, so it just stacks on top of the steal. Like all that stuff is really correlated to the steal. Like, I'm telling y'all, bro, the build is like. And then when you steal the ball, it makes your takeover go up, so that helps the shooting. It's certain things like people have to just start getting hip to. And that's the meta. Why not be able to steal, then your 3-point and everything rises, whatever takeover you have on because you made a good play. Like, and it's easy to get plucks. And each time you pluck, it just, come on. I hope this video opened your minds. Wang got a lot of work to do. No, they in the sweatshop like it's tough for them right now. A lot of work to do. And really to them it's probably not. It's like they just gonna make the changes. They're gonna really alright, yeah. Balance it out. They're gonna make the changes and we're gonna see next year. Probably gonna add in better speed boosted mechanics. Remember, this is the first year of their new dribbling thing. Most people hate the dribbling. Most people hate the movement. I still like how I can move because I'm learning it and I get it. And they did say it's going to be something new. But people are not liking the new thing. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be something at least people can start to develop a like for it. But they're not with this. The RNG builds. That's what's really RNG, 2K. The way people play it molds your game into this certain image. Steal the dunk. The way it's being played, the high ball handling, the high speed ball so you can speed around you to go dunk. Like, it's so visible to see what they want to do. Because it's so easy. If dunking was rare and people had to really form ways to gain stick skill, because in real life basketball, you can't just go to the rim and you have to be able to even be able to dribble and control the ball to gather and dunk, to be able to take 2 steps or go off 1. Like, that shit takes skill, and it's like, yo, it's so simple to do in the video game. I can understand shooting being simple because you can make it's defense here, but they gotta make it to where if a person gets in the dunking lane, man, unless he's like a super pure slasher, like 99 extra weight, bro, that's the only way he should be boofing on you, boofing crazy. They got to take that type of factor away from 2K of these guards 6'4" doing it all the time or using it as a bailout. Come on, bro, let's use the dunk meter as a bailout because the dribble moves they was trying to spam did not work. Hit the like, subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next one.